Hi everybody, I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. So today I'm going to do something a bit different. I'm going to do a reading on the celebrity that just passed away a couple of days ago, named Aaron Carter. All I know about him is that he was a child singer, I believe. I'm not sure if he was an actor as well. I know that he was found in his bathtub. I know deceased in his bathtub. I know that he has a famous brother who's part of the Backstreet Boys named Nick Carter. And I know that he struggled with addiction. So, those are the things I know. For some reason, I'm drawn to do a reading on him, so I will, and I'm going to. So I'm just going to, as usual, shuffle and pull and see what comes out. Rest and rejuvenate. Trapped in fear. So that makes me feel like at the time of his death, he was not afraid. That makes me feel like painless. Crown chakra and rest and rejuvenate. Okay, sorry, there might be a blip there. Again, crown chakra and rest and rejuvenate in reverse. So I feel like he didn't know that he was going to die. So that makes me feel like it was not a suicide. I'm just... Okay. Alright, let's continue. Painless death. Didn't know he was going to die. Rejoice in celebration and harmony in reverse. So I feel like there were some issues in his relationships. Power and rejoice in celebration and reverse. There were issues in some relationships in his life where he felt powerless. So how does that contribute to his death? Conflict and defeat and power in reverse. I feel like he was fighting and losing. There were relationships in his life where he felt powerless. There were some battles that he was losing. Again, how does that contribute to his death? That just gave me extremely bad vibes. This just flew off the deck. Accelerated motion. It happened quickly. Painless. Didn't know he was gonna die. Happy. Happened quickly. Issues in the relationships in his life. Bad feelings. I just had this sudden, it's like the feeling when you are when someone jumps out and scares the crap out of you. That's what I just felt. I feel like he recognized that he was gonna die. He was scared only for an instant. It's not even scared. It's like shocked. And then boom, he was out of his body, I guess you could say. No pain. Quick. Memories of love. Solitude. Okay. I was trying to fix the light, but this is as good as it gets. Okay. So, last cards. Memories of love and solitude. So that makes me feel like when he was alone, he used to really reminisce about a time past where he experienced incredible love in his life. So that makes me feel like people that really cared for him turned against him. I feel like at the time of his death, he felt incredibly alone. Solitude, heartache, and loss. I feel like whatever he experienced, he's not the only one. I'm not quite sure what that means. Not quite sure what that means. I don't know if that is circumstances or feelings. Power, solitude. Again, like a feeling of isolation. I feel like he was put into a place of isolation. Just heard the powers that be. Triumphant success. Okay, let me try and get that closer. Triumphant success. And power. Again, like, This feeling makes me feel like not good vibes. I feel like one, he didn't feel like he had any power. Again, feelings of powerlessness. And two, I feel like he pissed somebody off in a place of power. Put into a place of isolation by the powers that be. But why? But why? Piss somebody off. But what does that have to do with his death? You piss people off every day, right? You don't necessarily die for it. So how does that contribute to his death? Solitude. Universe. That makes me feel like a disconnect spiritually. Again, look at spiritual union and solitude. Those cards make me feel like people tried. People tried to get him to get more in touch with his spiritual side. And I feel like it was unsuccessful. I feel like he wasn't quite open to it. Wisdom in reversed, heartache and loss. That makes me feel like he didn't really know why he was experiencing so much pain and loss in his life. Moving on in reverse, sacral chakra in reverse. He couldn't move on. Trapped in fear. Moving on. Scared to move on? Scared to move on from what? Bottom of the deck. Triumphant success. I don't usually read reversals. Triumphant success. spiritual union. Deception and envy. This is making me feel like he trusted the wrong person. And that person betrayed him. Like, betrayal is coming through strong. Trusting in the wrong people, thinking that people in your life have your best interest, but they were really only present to manipulate you and use you and lie to you and ultimately stab you in the back. Crown chakra. I feel like at the time of his death, he was crystal clear in his thinking. I feel like he saw, or he was seeing, the people in his life for exactly who they were. There was no, I feel like there was no longer any deception. It was like he could see everyone's true colors. I feel like it was for the first time in his life. He was actually seeing who was for him and who was against him, who had harmed him, and who had helped him. But there was conflict in his life, and again, he was in there was some kind of battle he was in that he was losing. Hey, yikes. Sacrifice. I don't I'm not really. We'll have to look. We'll have to look deeper into the meaning of that card. In traditional tarot, it's the Hanged Man. But I feel like whatever this conflict and defeat is, it contributed to his death. Emotional withdrawal. The feeling that I get from that card is that he just stopped caring. I feel like, and because he stopped caring, he started behaving in a manner that wouldn't be considered acceptable. Hence, conflict and defeat. It's like, I keep hearing, excuse my language, but I keep hearing fuck it. It's like when you get into a place where you just don't care anymore who you hurt, I feel like that's kind of a dangerous place to be. But again, he had reached this place where he was seeing things crystal clear. And I feel like he was kind of like had a sense of freedom. But when you start behaving in that manner, people don't like it very much. Past harmony. Okay, so this card makes me feel like in the past I was a people pleaser, basically. I did I feel like he's did what he was told. And because he did what he was told and he acted appropriately, he had positive relationships, he got along well. The future universe. It's like when you behave, you get rewarded. And when you misbehave, you get punished. God. Oh my lord. Okay. This card I just heard I'm free. Yeah, I just heard I'm free. So, I don't feel like, or I should say, I feel like death was welcomed. I feel like when he realized, like, I'm dead, he was not upset about it. I feel like death was welcomed. Firm foundation. So yeah, again, like he was in a place, I feel like at the time of his death, he had never been more clear in his mind. I did see reports of, like before I started this reading, I saw reports that had been some 911 calls to visit his residence for welfare check. I feel like if he was doing drugs, mentally, he was clear. Even though he may have been doing drugs, I feel like it was like he had never seen his life so clearly. If that makes sense. Like his foundation was firm. He was seeing, it's like the rose-colored glasses had been taken off and he was seeing everything with perfect vision. This is my environment card. What was going on in his environment? Shadow. There was something going on that was hidden. What? What was hidden? We'll clarify that. Heart chakra. I feel like one of his biggest fears in his life at his time of death was is he ever going to experience real love in his life? I feel like he hoped for it, but he was scared of it as well. Because he was just so used to living his life as it was. He was scared of what true love actually looked like. That's interesting. Very interesting. And it's like, and that's what probably he needed in his life, was to actually experience real, true, unconditional love. And I feel like at the time of his death, he realized that that was not something that was truly a part of his life, or that is what he perceived. Discontent and boredom. The feeling that I'm kind of getting is accidental. Like, I feel like he didn't necessarily want to die, which is why he wasn't expecting to die. It just kind of happened. Okay, Page of Cups, Ace of Swords. Like, the vibe I'm getting is accident. Five of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, upset about money. Strength, Five of Cups in reverse. Again, the feeling of the powers that be being upset with him. Nine of Swords, Five of Cups in reverse. It's like he was not scared of his darkness. Five of Cups, Nine of Swords in reverse. He was not upset about his past. Three of Pentacles, Six of Cups in reverse. Like, what happened, I feel like, was not about his past or his childhood. I feel like it was not about his childhood. Again, that's making me feel like this was not suicide. The World, Three of Cups in reverse. Yeah, again, those are making me feel like this was not a suicide. I'm going to clarify this conflict and defeat card. I'm kind of getting like the vibe vibe that like I feel like he wasn't doing drugs though. Like I feel like drugs would, I don't know. I feel like drugs are not the issue. Three of Swords. That card just like made me feel like he was starting arguments with people. I also feel like he was incredibly hurt that people that he trusted were not who they said they were. I'm gonna clarify the sacrifice card. Two of Pentacles. I just find it interesting that the word on this card is sacrifice. Two of Pentacles. Again, bad vibes because it's like the conflict and defeat and the Three of Swords cards go to like sacrifice and Two of Pentacles is what happens as a result of conflict and defeat and a broken heart. This card just made me feel like he may have pissed off three significant people. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my goodness gracious. I feel like this is like horrible to say, but I feel like his death may have been a solution. It was like, this is how this works out. It's like your death is how this works out. But I don't feel like this was a suicide. This Two of Pentacles makes me feel like two people. Like, I feel like the result of his death was because of two people, two separate entities, three total, which I feel like he's the person holding the pentacles and then two other people. I can't say for sure if this is like a murder or an accident. Because I almost feel like recklessness. It's like I'm reckless, but I'm not suicidal, but I'm doing things that will lead to my death, right? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're going to clarify the shadow card, and then we're going to clarify discontent and boredom, and then I'm going to call it quits because I really think that I need to process this reading. Spiritually, it will become clear for me, and of course, I will let you all know what I make of it. But I feel like this was not a suicide. I feel like there were other people involved. I feel like he was not there. I feel like when he died, he was not alone. I can't say for sure that this is a murder, but I do know that there was conflict with others involved here. Ugh. But, shit. Like, this card, hold on. Deception and envy is suspect. There's something here that is not, okay. This was not a natural causes kind of death, right? There was involvement with others here. 100%. Deception and envy. I'm getting like feelings like I'm being tricked. I'm being tricked. I feel like it's possible that his addiction was used against him. And resulted in his death. The feeling that I'm getting is like, I'm gonna get you high, knowing that ultimately, like, you're gonna die. It's like premeditation here. Like, so like, it's like I'm kind of feeling like this is a murder now. I feel like someone tricked him. And I feel like it's because he pissed at least 3 significant people off. And I feel like I'm getting the vibe that the only way to remedy the situation was for him to stop. there's an element of trickery here. And I feel like the people that tricked him did it because they were jealous, like at the core. So this may have been friends that did this. Supposed friends. Why? I just heard money really loud. Money. Why the bathtub? So this is almost like murder for hire, so it feels like. So to clarify shadow, the Hierophant came out. What I feel like is that I feel like he was revealing secrets, or he was revealing how he truly felt. Like he was revealing his beliefs. And the feeling that I get is that he was just like reached a place where he was just tired. He was just tired of lying, tired of the lies. And again, it's like this emotional withdrawal. It was like he was like, I think he reached a point where he was like, I just don't care what happens to me now. Because I'm just tired. And I feel like as he was revealing these truths, or what he perceived to be the truth, he was pissing people off. Yeah. And that's usually the case, right? When you start revealing people's truths as you see them, and you start revealing things that have been kept secret, people don't really like that. I just heard silence really loud. I think this could be a silence. His death was to silence him. Yowza. And I feel like there were 3 significant people that wanted him silenced. At the time of his death, I feel like 2 people were present, but I don't feel like they were I feel like they were I want to say middlemen. They were like the middlemen. Like, they were tasked to do the job, so to speak. I feel like there was no enjoyment in this for him. Like, he did not enjoy what was happening. Like, you know, how some people, like, want revenge. I don't feel like that was the case with him. Like, there was no revenge here. It was just like, I want to start telling the truth. And, you know what I feel like was the issue? It's like, up until that moment, he had rejected, like, spiritual truth. So I feel like when he started revealing the truth, it was because he was looking for relief. And it wasn't about revenge. You know what I mean? It was not about revenge. It was about freeing himself from what he considered to be bondage. Like, he just wanted freedom. And I feel like when he died, it was like the first time he had felt freedom, and that's why it was welcomed death. Hmm. The star to clarify discontent and boredom. Yeah, I feel like that is just basically confirming what I just said. It's like he was sick of his life. He was sick of living in the manner that he was living. And I just really wanted out. And he realized or felt that the only way that he could do that was to start telling his truth. In doing so, he pissed some people off. And I feel like because he did that, or was starting to do that, I feel like he pissed off 3 significant people who I believe are in power and had to be, I feel like, silenced. I feel like his death, I feel like he was tricked into his death. I don't feel like he knew he was gonna die. I feel like it was quick. It was painless. He did not suffer. Although he did not want to die and did not expect to die, it was welcomed. I honestly feel like for the first time in his life, as he was doing this, he had a sense of hope. I feel like the reason he did this, that he was doing this, was because he wanted to be closer to God. Spiritual union. And I don't feel like that's a person. I feel like that's God. I feel like this card does not make, this is a lover's card in traditional tarot, but this card is not giving me loving, I have a lover, I'm in love energy. It's more like I lived my life in a manner in which I did everything I was supposed to do. Let's clarify it. And then I'm closing it down because I think you get the point. It's kind of like this story is like, to me, a story as old as time. It's like, it's almost like the story, it's like the redemption story. It's like you live this life and then suddenly you wake up and you realize that you've been living a lie this whole time. And then when you start to reveal what you found, what you believe, the people that have been living the lie with you and participating in it with you don't like that you're changing, because it's like when you move towards the light, you start revealing their darkness. It's it it's it's not appreciated. You know what I mean? Like, people don't appreciate their darkness being exposed, I guess. Um, who does, right? But it's like, he was revealing people's darkness, um, and those people did not appreciate it. And again, like, the problem needed a solution, basically. That's what I think happened. I don't feel like his death is gonna. If his death is ruled as suicide, it's definitely not that. Ten of Cups came out to clarify harmony, and I'm gonna put one more. I just heard I had it all. And I think, like, his story is like, yeah, okay, I had it all, but I wasn't happy. I was lied to. I lied. Fool. Again, the energy that I get from these cards is like, I had it all, and then I let it go. But I feel like it's like I had it all because I was lying and deceiving and living a false life. And I was sick of it. So I think that's the end of the reading. I will process this, of course, and possibly do an update at a later date. And yeah, I need to, like, cleanse myself, I think, because yeah. Anyways, you guys have a wonderful evening, and or morning, or whatever it is, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye.